What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. Now I'm coming out with another video. Hey man, say man, look, got that boy Katt Williams. Life is at risk. We about to hop straight into it. This is obviously after the interview, but at the same time, if you know Katt Williams, then you know it's been a long history of this nigga exposing the truth. I don't even know how the fuck he got the truth for that many years, because it's like after a nigga expose you one time, you gonna call him crazy, you gonna say he on crack, you gonna try to kill him. But anyways, we about to hop straight into this video. Make sure that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications. Don't forget, man, first link in the description. It's cold as fuck outside. I'm shipping this week. So make sure you hit that first link in the description, upnextmalyt.com. Let's hop straight into the video. Let's get it. Let's go.
When these rappers get not incidental.
When these rappers get killed, it's not incidental. You know why he said that? And I know it's 3 seconds in the video. I paused it. But this shit is so real. And it's crazy because everybody wants to be a rapper except for me. I just want to make music I can listen to in my car, on my headphones, that's going to motivate me, that's going to empower me. That's the only time I'll step into the studio and really get into that groove. But all that Hollywood bullshit, all that signing to a label bullshit, I'm cool on all that, because what you don't read is they have life insurance policies on you. It being a fine print. They'll have a life insurance policy of 100,000, 100 million, a million, whatever. However much you just signed for, they're gonna 10x that motherfucker. They're gonna tell you, so you signed for 100,000, they probably got a life insurance for your ass on the 1 million. So guess what? Guess what? You in the beef with such and such, right? You in the beef with such and such. They telling you to beef with such and such because it'll go good with your sales. It'll make you a lot of money and things of that nature, right? You got beef with him. You got all you do is rap about Xanax and perks. And I know this is like far-fetched from the Katt Williams, but y'all need to listen to this shit. All y'all niggas that want to be rappers and shit like that, y'all need to hear this shit. You got perks, you got all this other type shit that can kill you. You're rapping about it. So when you do die, don't nobody think about this shit. Does anybody ever wonder, like, why the fuck would Juice WRLD get all of his Xans and just dump him in his mouth? Ain't nobody doing that shit. Insurance. Niggas got a check on that nigga. Stupid ass nigga.
Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless.
Yes.
That's
when he said, Mama, you've been blackballed. And I said, well, why have I been blackballed? And he said, because you didn't play the game. And I said, what game is that? And he was never able to answer that question.
Monique just served up a mass.
You know what game that was. You ain't open up that booty. Booty hole brown. You ain't open up that booty hole.
Masterclass to comedians on the down low dangers of exposing Hollywood elites.
Hold up, y'all gotta stop this shit. All y'all niggas that's in Hollywood, y'all gotta stop playing this expose Hollywood elites. You gotta stop that shit. Y'all damn near gonna get killed for that shit. Cause do y'all remember when Dion said, you didn't make me, so you can't break me? Well, if you take your ass to Hollywood and they make your ass, you don't just move out there with all the funds and things of that nature. They make your ass. They gave you a contract, this and that. They're going to destroy you whenever they feel like it. They control, because you got to understand, they put their money behind you. You didn't put no money up. You didn't put no effort up. You just thought shit was sweet. You thought a nigga was going to give you $1 million just because of the idea. Hell no. Fuck no. And if he did give you $1 million because of the idea, you're getting fucked, because he earning 10 to 100 million off of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story.
I'm talking about risking it all, your life, your career, the whole shebang. Now, the grapevine is buzzing with whispers that Katt Williams needs to grab a front row seat and take some notes from Monique's playbook if he wants to avoid painting a target on his back. So, what exactly is...
He already painted the target. Listen, white woman that's creating this video, he don't give a damn. You really think Katt Williams really give a fuck? All these years, this nigga been saying the same thing. The shit ain't been flip-flopping. The shit ain't been switching. He been saying the same thing all these years. He don't give a fuck.
What's going on? Katt Williams recently
ain't
ruffled
scared.
some feathers with his extensive interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast. One of the elites that Williams exposed was Steve Harvey. Williams insinuated
Come on
that
now.
Steve
Come on now. Steve Harvey is not an elite. Steve Harvey is not an elite. And yes, he may be able to put you in position. Didn't Steve Harvey wear a dress? We're not going to get into that. But yes, he may be able to put you in position, but he's a puppet. He's a puppet just like all these other celebrities. NBA YoungBoy.
Harvey
I
plagiarized
fuck
Mark
with NBA
Curry's
YoungBoy,
role
but
as
he a
Mark
puppet. He
Cooper
can-
in
he
Hangin'
a
with
puppet.
Mr. Cooper on
Straight
his
up.
series, The Steve Harvey Show.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
He also asserted that Harvey would never make it as a movie star, which is why he sticks to hosting Family Feud and sitcoms. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star, Williams continued, mimicking Harvey. This the same end that hated on Bernie Mac with this same thing. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asked for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good.
Watch your
and
mouth,
look like
white woman.
Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You have to have range. Additionally, the comedian was particularly scathing when it came to Cedric the Entertainer, whom he described as a walrus and a plagiarist.
No.
Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? He said, it don't line up, Williams said. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018. You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy? What doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. Williams then proceeded to describe radio personality Ricky Smiley as a liar.
Bro. Bro, this nigga don't stop. All he was doing was shots fired. It wasn't just no shots fired. That motherfucker had like, oh no, what the motherfucker had a chopper. That nigga
Over
had
his claim that he was
That nigga had a kill streak on these fuck niggas. He got a kill streak.
supposed to play Money Mike in the 2002
faggot
film
celebrities.
Friday After Next, a role which Williams played. Smiley, meanwhile, played a Santa Claus robber, but he claimed Williams was supposed to take that role instead. He asserted that Smiley, Cedric, and Harvey allied against him. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all my auditions is because of Steve and said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is, he added. At one point, the comedian said he walked away from $50 million offers four times
what
throughout
did
his
Katt
career
just-
in order to
Did y'all just see that shit?
protect. Said
Hold
he
up, what
got
the
a
fuck
gang
did
on that
Katt just
side.
do?
They know what it is, he added.
What
At
the fuck?
one point, the comedian said he walked away from $50 million offers four times throughout his career in order to protect his integrity, which then shifted to him
he didn't
criticizing
say
Diddy,
it.
who has been sued.
He said his virgin whole. See, white woman, you gotta tell the whole and the honest truth, man. He just didn't say that. He said his virgin whole too. Come on, you gotta say that too.
By four women over allegations of SA, including by his ex-girlfriend Cassie. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about, right? Because P. Diddy be wanting to party and you gotta tell him no, he said. You gotta tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely, Williams continued. Earlier in the interview, he prided himself on getting this far in Hollywood and still having a virgin A and
Somebody
never
should.
sucking a P.
Yup.
He later suggested that Diddy likes to claim ownership over women. When I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have because I know how blessed I am, he said. If I look at it, I got it.
Facts.
That's how Diddy be feeling. Katt Williams also attacked Kevin Hart by highlighting the astonishing trajectory of his career in Hollywood by first questioning the unprecedented speed with which Hart achieved success.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already...
In addition to that, Williams believes Kevin Hart might be an industry plant because of how successful
He
he's
said
been
he
throughout his
believes.
career.
Don't say he believes. Say he knows. He know that this nigga was an industry plant.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart, Williams said. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He said that he hates to come across as a petty individual for picking apart lies, but he wanted to set the record straight. He later added, "For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk." In any case, this is not the first time that Katt has exposed these elites. Williams once challenged the notion that there are no gatekeepers in the entertainment industry, asserting that he has observed individuals controlling access to opportunities. He used the example of Kevin Hart supposedly letting Tiffany Haddish into the industry, raising the question of whether gatekeepers do indeed exist. For context, Tiffany Haddish may have become a household name for her starring role in Girls Trip or her historic appearance as the first Black woman stand-up to host Saturday Night Live, but she wasn't always a star. In a 2018 interview with Vanity Fair, Haddish opened up about her early career days when she lived out of her car and how fellow comedian Kevin Hart gave her the motivation and money she needed to move her life and career in a new direction. The two were working.
I ain't never heard a fucking stand-up from this bitch a day in my life. I don't even know a line from this bitch. I done seen her before. I done seen her in so-called movies. I ain't even watched the movie Girl Trip. Ain't no fucking female. This shit just be crazy to me though.
On a sketch comedy show together at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles when Hart learned that Haddish was living in her car. She says he gave her $300 to find a place to stay. "I would park my car in Beverly Hills and I would sleep over there and the police would come every morning and make me move," she said. "That was like my wake-up call. I got to know a lot of police officers like that." Using the money Hart gave her, Haddish booked a room at a local motel. She says Hart told her that once she got a place to stay, she should write out her goals and start doing something every day towards making them happen. "I wrote, get myself an apartment, do these things, all these people I want to work with, everything," she said. "I pretty much tackled almost all those goals." But despite her success, Katt Williams has said time and again that she isn't a true comedian. During an appearance on V103's Frank and Wanda in the morning show, Williams, who had just snagged an Emmy for his guest role on Atlanta, decided to discredit Haddish's rapid rise to fame. In his brutal takedown, he cast doubt on her comedic abilities, suggesting that she doesn't even write her own material and has yet to prove herself as a legitimate comedian. He flatly stated, "Haddish has been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour." Williams didn't mince words, and it seems his prophecy of skepticism about Haddish's comedy career might be haunting her now. They all ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball? Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you whatever you want to believe. The suggestion that Haddish might not be the creative genius behind her own success sent shockwaves through the studio. Host Wanda Smith, apparently keen to defend Haddish, suggested that the reason people liked her was because she was real. Williams, never one to back down from a debate, threw a rhetorical jab, asking when real became marketable in the industry. To top it off, he dropped a bombshell by alleging that Haddish's popularity was due to her willingness to sleep with a white man, alluding to her not-so-secret infatuation with Brad Pitt. As the controversy raged on, Williams praised a host of other Black female comedians, such as Luenell, Melanie Camarco, and...
Now listen, Luenell, I remember seeing Luenell when growing up. You dig what I'm saying? My folks watch comedy and shit like that. I remember what this bitch right here. You say this bitch been doing what? She see what? I ain't never, like, I done seen this bitch like a couple times in the past, but I ain't never just wanted to be like, you know what? I want to watch that girl Tiffany, whatever her last name is. I don't even know the bitch's name. I want to watch her. I ain't never did that.
Other Black female comedians, such as Luenell, Melanie Camarco, and Miss Laura, who he believed had been unjustly overlooked. He highlighted the double standards that seem to persist in the industry, where a Black woman's looks are held against her. In his words, What you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And he emphasized the industry's penchant for sidelining talent in favor of those who fit a certain mold. And that might be what Kevin Hart did with Tiffany Haddish. In fact, after Katt's comment, Hart went with Haddish to the Breakfast Club to warn the comedian of bad-mouthing his star. Hart said Williams is mad because he squandered his Hollywood capital on drugs and unprofessionalism and shouldn't disparage an up-and-comer. You had the shot. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You effed off promo shoots. You effed off promo trips. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studio stopped effing with you, Hart said. The comedian acknowledged Williams' talent, but said he didn't like that.
They stopped fucking with him because he won't wear a dress like you, bitch ass nigga. Niggas, where I'm from, niggas not wearing no dress, bro. Well, from what I seen growing up, niggas ain't wearing no dress, bro. I don't even give a fuck if a motherfucker was gay where I was from, bro. Like, nigga damn near didn't even want to come out as gay. You know what I'm saying? Let alone wear a dress. But you wear a dress to school, but we on your ass, bro. We on your ass. It's bullying. You getting bullied, bro. Listen, I got a haircut when I was in the 9th grade. Nigga, I bullied myself. Nigga, can't nobody fuck with me. Fuck it, you dad. I cracked on myself. Can't nobody fuck with me, man.
Williams.
If I crack on myself, can't nobody else crack on me. I already done said I had a big ass head. I already said that shit. I already said my head shaped like a peanut. I already done said all the jokes. I already did everybody laughing. So when you come in, oh, you got a big ass head. Everybody look at you like.
Disparaged Haddish, lied about her personal life, and inflated how much money he makes from touring. I have time to not be humble today. I have time to fact check everything he said, Hart said, because the world of Katt Williams is a fictional world. Now, seeing how he has called out all these industry elites severally, it comes as a no-brainer that they will do something to make sure he is silenced before he exposes more of their dirty secrets. I mean, that's exactly what they did to Monique, who got blackballed after exposing these elites. You see,
that nigga been blackballed. I damn near want to turn this bitch off. Cause this one of those videos where it's like, well, they gotta do something to him. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? That's what I'm hearing. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Like, oh, it has something has to happen. Nigga, it been happening. You didn't just hear the nigga say he was a drug addict, he was a crackhead, he was this and that. He fucked up this, he fucked up that. When in reality, he just didn't want to wear a dress. And he just didn't want to get fucked in the booty. That's it. Now you want to call a nigga crazy for that? Oh, he crazy because he turned down 50 million to get fucked in the ass. I guess I'm crazy too, bro. I guess most of the world is crazy too, bro. Niggas ain't going for that shit, bro. Niggas ain't going for that shit. So what this video is trying to do, I feel like it's trying to bring that bad energy up. Because whenever an industry try to blackball you or you get so-called blackballed, if you self-made, you gonna prevail. That's what all of these people are showing. That's what Katt Williams is showing. You can call him a crackhead. You can call him crazy. You can give him all the rumors in the world, but this nigga still work. He still write his own scripts. He still go on tours. He work. He still work. So.
See, it all started in 2009 in the run-up to Monique's big night at the Oscars, when, according to the comedian, she refused to do full-court press for Precious because she wouldn't be compensated to promote it during award season. At the time, Monique was hosting a talk show on BET and also wanted time to spend with her husband and manager, Sydney Hicks, and her sons, Shaylin, and twins, Jonathan and David.
Shaylin. Son, Shaylin. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? You getting picked on for that name in school, bruh.
Lionsgate, who backed the film.
Nigga, your name's Shaylin, nigga. Shut up.
As well as.
I ain't know if he was a bitch or a girl. They said, oh yeah, Shaylin's in this class, but he not here. I ain't know if he was a bitch or a nigga, bro.
Precious executive producers Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey were allegedly unhappy with Monique's decision, which ultimately led to her and Daniels not speaking for 13 years. She told The Hollywood Reporter in 2015, during that more than a decade-long disagreement, claims were made by both Monique and Daniels in the press, with each telling their perception of how and why the feud continued as long as it did. In a 2015 interview with THR, Monique alleged that the movie director blackballed her from working left in Hollywood, also leveling similar claims at Perry and Winfrey.
I couldn't even say nothing because I had the skink when I was little too. Like, I couldn't say nothing.
Who she's still on the outs with, claiming they aided in the effort. One of the networks said to Lee that I was really difficult to work with, Monique said at the
Of course you're difficult to work with. You ain't gonna bend over. But you difficult.
time. Count. Don't let in 2009, when Precious was released, Monique and Oprah were close friends, with a large part of their bond being that both were SA'd by family members growing up. However, it was Oprah's encounter with that family member that turned their friendship sour. Winfrey called Monique before taping the episode, revealing that her brother Gerald Imes had reached out wanting to apologize to her for SAing her when they were children. Monique told Winfrey she wanted no part in the episode, but gave her okay for the taping to go forward. When it aired, though, the episode not only featured Monique's brother, but also her mother, father, and other brother, all of whom downplayed the AB Monique suffered.
Well, bitch, you asked for it. You know what I'm saying? When Oprah say, hey, can we talk about this shit online? You should have been like, hell nah. Hell nah, that shit weird. That shit happened a while ago. Like, hell nah, you can't. If you my friend, you're not finna talk about this shit. Like, why would you even think about talking about this shit? So, nah, like, bitch, you got played. Checkmate.
For THR. Monique was especially hurt by the episode because she says Winfrey knew she was not on good terms with her mother and would not have signed off on her appearing on the talk show. We weren't even speaking, she says of her mother. Then I see the show and I can tell that my mother is trying to make a dollar. I know my family.
Oprah hit her
When
up.
Monique tried to get in touch with Winfrey to discuss the situation, she was unsuccessful. I reached out to everybody I could to try to get to Oprah. No, nothing. It just went dead, she says. Fast forward to 2014 when, after years of radio silence, Monique and Winfrey wound up at the same event. After trying to pull Winfrey for a private conversation, Monique decided to address the elephant in the room in front of all the event's attendees. I said, since you didn't want to return my calls, for whatever reason, I'm going to say this right here, Monique recalls, sharing that she then questioned Winfrey on her parents' involvement in the episode. According to Monique, Winfrey said that they tagged along with her brother to the studio, unbeknownst to her.
Facts.
Monique then claimed Winfrey told her, I'm going to look into your mother and father being on the show because I didn't know anything about that, before adding something like, if I've done anything to offend you, I apologize. Now that was anything but an apology. In any case, it still remains highly unlikely that Monique...
Hey man, all these niggas weird. If you ask me, Oprah, Kevin Hart, all these Hollywood niggas just weird to me. I was never fascinated by Hollywood. I never once think about, yeah, I would love to go to Hollywood. Fuck no. I've been hearing gay shit since I was little. I've been hearing all about that shit since I was little. I actually looked up that shit when I was little. I was looking into like sacrifices and things of that nature when I was younger. I'm not just new to this shit, so I'm never gonna idolize a celebrity. Neither should you. But I'm gonna catch y'all folks later, bro. I appreciate y'all for watching this video with me. Peace.